My name is Christina Lamb and I'm Chief Foreign Correspondent for the Sunday Times, and I'm also author of a number of books. I never set out to be a war correspondent. It sort of happened by accident. I always wanted to write, wanted to have adventures and travel, and I ended up going to live in Pakistan because I got invited to a wedding, which wasn't an ordinary wedding, it was Benazir Bhutto's wedding. And it was an amazing introduction to Pakistan. I think one of the problems with Afghanistan is we don't know what it is we're trying to do there. The argument has changed over the years. I've heard all different reasons. The main reason given is that we're there for our national security, that we fight them there so as not to fight them here. The problem with that is the Afghan Taliban is actually a nationalist movement. It's not a global jihadi movement like ISIS or Al-Qaeda. All the Afghan Taliban is interested in is taking over Afghanistan. They have never carried out an attack outside of Afghanistan. Before I go, often when I'm packing, I think this is crazy, why am I going to this place? But once you're on the plane, you kind of think about the story, and of course once you're there, you're caught up in what's going on. And the fact is, people think, oh, it's so dangerous going to war, but actually, even during a war, there's an awful lot of people living in the country just trying to get on with life. Afghanistan is now in its 16th year of war, but there's like 30 million people there, and most of them are going about their everyday business. Same in Syria. Life still goes on. People still go to work, people still go to school, people get married. I've also been lucky and met some remarkable people in these places, like Malala. The moment I met her, I just really kind of fell in love with her. She is so passionate and eloquent and warm and funny. And also the issue that she was campaigning for, education for children, was something that I feel, having worked in many of these countries, is the sort of single most important issue for changing a country. So I was really keen to work with her. Everywhere I've gone, really, I've met sort of amazing women from Aleppo who, while it was under siege, were, had no food, were having to take the wood from the doors and window frames to heat the buildings. The schools were being attacked, and it was a terrifying time. Recently I was in Afghanistan and I met a group of girls who have a cycling club. Now that doesn't sound like anything particularly daring, but in Afghanistan it is. You do not see women on bikes, and so when they go out cycling around the streets of Kabul, they have stones thrown at them and abuse, but also lots of people shout bravo as well,